Detroit, Michigan, where a police commissioner threatens to resign. Let's see what's going on here. This is a pretty wild story, y'all.
After a 7 investigation, a controversial Detroit police commissioner says he will resign. Darius Morris has been on the board of commissioners for just over 2 weeks, but revelations about his criminal history and a threat to shoot a police officer led to
Damn.
calls for him to step aside. Now, 7 investigator Ross Jones is revealing new details about his recent clashes with Detroit police and how Morris could be facing a new charge.
I have never been so damn angry in all my life. We work hard to build the relationship with this community, and it has not been easy.
The head of the Detroit Police Lieutenants and Sergeants Association was seething. At Thursday's meeting of the Police Commission, Lieutenant Mark Young was reacting to our reporting about new Police Commissioner Darius Morris, who we revealed was charged over threatening to shoot a Warren cop in 2023.
Say it again. If you put your hands, say it again. I would have shot you. You would have shot me.
Morris had pulled up to the scene of a traffic stop he had nothing to do with. He would later plead guilty to assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer. Morris told us he was wrong and was held accountable. In November, he was elected to the board of police.
He's lucky that's all he got. Because if you're from around here, you understand one thing about the Warren police, they don't play. Threatening to shoot a Warren police officer might get you shot. Especially if you... Because Warren police officers, and I used to live in Warren, are rough on black people. Flat out, Warren, Michigan, yeah.
Police commissioners.
To speak and incite and encourage violence against anyone is criminal, especially against a person that will give so much to the city.
Morris said his story was proof of redemption, but many in the public didn't see it that way.
You have to learn from your behavior and act accordingly, and that wasn't seen in that video at all.
Yesterday, after our story was published online, we learned that Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy was looking into a past charge against Morris that had been dismissed. Specifically, a 2021 weapons charge that was dropped after an officer on the case did not show up to court. This is how Morris explained the charge to us.
Arrested for weapons charges that was not on my persons. The weapons charges were part of a vehicle in which I was in.
Worthy's office said the charge should have been reissued.
Well, yeah, usually, because they still say that somebody has to take responsibility for the weapon. Now, if he was driving somebody else's car and they had the weapon, in Michigan, you're responsible for it. Like, you're responsible for having insurance in a car, even though it's not yours. That's how it is in this state.
And DPD says today they are working on sending over a warrant.
The police headquarters.
During Morris's short time on the board, he made an impression with officers. On December 28th, before he was even sworn in, he pulled up to the scene where police were responding to a report of an overdose. As police and medics help put a woman in the back of an ambulance, Morris is seen trying to talk to officers.
I know that.
If you ain't home.
Hey, man, you gotta go. Come on.
He's saying he works for the board of police.
I don't care who he works for.
I don't care either. Like, you see emergency vehicles.
Days later, Morris would come to the 9th Precinct, saying he wanted help having a stolen vehicle investigated. But after he was told he could only enter the building if he went through the metal detector, Morris became upset.
I'm doing my job as a commissioner. I'm doing my job as building security. You got to go through the metal detector. You're denying me entry into the... All right, I'm offering you entry. Put the information on a piece of paper. I can get this rolled out.
Morris would take to Facebook, criticizing the...
Damn, if you want to go through there so bad, why not just go through the metal detectors? If you have a weapon, go back and put it up long enough for you to go through there, to handle your business, and come back out. What's the problem there?
Officer, and calling for the precinct's commander to be fired.
We really don't want things to get out of hand when it comes to our police commissioners. We don't want them thinking they're the police. They roll up on crime scenes and want to get actively involved. That's not their job. They're not the police.
Well, around noon today, Commissioner Morris told me by phone that he plans to resign from the board. He said the negative response from the community since our story aired drove this decision, and he does not want the rest of the board to suffer. He says the 2021 weapons charge against him was dismissed because an officer involved had a history of being untruthful in court. I have not been able to confirm that from law enforcement sources as of yet. Morris said he trusts Prosecutor Kim Worthy will make the right charging decision when she does. He also filed a complaint against one of the officers at the scene of that overdose last month, saying the officer was disrespectful towards him. DPD says that officer's conduct is now being investigated, but he says he's going to resign if indeed he does. It will be a very brief tenure, but a memorable one for sure.
2 weeks, correct?
About 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow. A lot to unpack.
Okay, wow, that's an interesting story. Yeah, on another note, I don't really watch Channel 7 News this much, so this is the first time I've ever seen this. This is a beautiful lady right here. Y'all see her? Good Lord. I might start watching Channel 7 News. It's a very pretty sister. She can give me a call at 313-207.
In that story. I'm surprised that he wanted to be a part of the commission, just given that history, but
he's certainly somebody who I think is very reform-minded, and the commission is a good place to be if that's your goal. But, you know, as one person said, I think maybe he thought he could also be the police.